All right,
All right.
West side.
West, we have to go out west. We have to do it. We have
Yeah,
to.
where
It's a
the air is chilly.
All right. Give me a second. Why don't you guys?
Dude, would you like me to go first since I'm prepared and planned?
Sure. You can go. This one is harder.
This one is way harder. This
Way
is
harder.
way harder. There's so much parity out here.
I'm
At the bottom, especially the bottom 8.
There's not a lot of great teams in this conference. There's just not. There's like 2 teams who are like, yeah, okay, them. But after that,
I don't know that they're not good. They're just like close. They're just all close. I think that's what it is.
That's what it is.
So for me, I think I'm going to go number 9, right? I'm going Real Salt Lake. I think they're the classic last team that has the ability to overachieve. I think down the stretch, Pablo Mastroeni has made them think and convinced them that they have the ability to win. And I think they're the type of team that hangs on. I bet you they don't figure it out to the last day of the season, but I think Salt Lake is probably going to be down in that position.
Okay. Nick, do you have a 9? Who's your 9?
I will go, man. I will say I'll go Portland.
Portland at 9? I mean, they missed the playoffs last year.
They finished 8th
right?
last year.
Well, they got a lot of drama going on in the front office, too.
9. Man, this is really hard. I could just throw a dart.
It is tough.
I'm taking it back.
It's tough.
I don't want to go Portland.
What the heck?
I'm sorry. I'm going
Flip-flop?
KC. I'm going KC.
Okay.
Ooh, I feel different about
Oregon.
KC. I feel differently.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Wow, this is freaking hard.
Jason Ding Ding Davis, what you got?
Yeah, I'm thinking here. I'm thinking.
Throw a dart, dude.
Yeah, no. Give me a second to think about the dart that I'm about to throw. You know what?
I've never been the one that's prepared of the three of us. This is how you guys feel all the time? Both prideful in yourself and frustrated with others?
I'm gonna go Minnesota. I'm gonna go mini at 9.
Okay.
I mean, the Reynoso thing is wild, and if he doesn't show up, I have no friggin' idea how good they can be. But I can't find any other team who I believe in more than Minnesota to be number 9. I just don't.
Okay. And Nick, who'd you change to? I'm sorry?
Kansas City.
Kansas City. Okay, flip-flop. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Number 8 for me, because obviously you guys need time. I'll go first.
Oh, I'm ready
Number
now.
8 for
I'm
me.
good to go now.
This might be low for them. I think they actually potentially could do better than this, but I still don't know if they're going to be consistent. I'm taking FC Dallas. I think Dallas potentially could be higher than this, but they just classically underperform, especially in the second half of the season. So I'm going to take Dallas there. I mean, they got Areola, they got Leggett, they got Federa.
They finished 3rd last year, and they went to penalties against Austin, right?
Yeah, but you still do you believe in that team? You
That they
just took
finished third
Montreal
and went to
last year and went and took them down. Didn't even take them.
But what did Dallas lose? Montreal lost a lot. What did Dallas lose? Except for Frank O'Hara that they didn't want in the first place.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if they lost
And another
anyone
year in
else.
a coach's system.
Oh, they Hedges.
They lost Hedges. That is true. They do have to fill that
That's
hole.
big.
That's a big one. That's
Yeah.
a big one. Yeah.
All right, numbers 8 for you guys.
I will take Colorado.
Okay.
I don't have Colorado in my 9.
Man, feel like you have to really take.
That was hard for me. You know I love Robin Fraser.
They weren't that far off last year.
You don't
right?
believe in Cabral bounce back?
I just
That's
don't,
where he is now, Jason.
I just think
Nick, just so you know.
The no-name thing
Okay.
that they did in 21, like we're the lowest salary payroll in the league, and we're getting little bits from everybody. I just don't think they can make that fly. Again, I
They
can't.
still have
put them
Zardes?
in. No, they traded him.
No,
not traded him.
he's
He
at
was a free
Austin.
agent. He went to Austin.
That's right.
Which we'll get to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go RSL at 8.
Yep, that thing is fine.
Just like they're like a middleweight fighter that just hangs around forever. Like, okay,
For me,
sure.
this is where number 7. This is where I'm gonna take Portland. It's gonna be interesting to see one of their. Obviously, they've lost one of their talismanic players that's been there forever, and so it's gonna be a new era up there. But I think Savarese is still a good coach, and he can get at least a number 7 seed out of a team that they have there. So
Yeah, but they went and got, maybe it's not the next Blanco or whatever, like exactly, but they'll and Valeri or whatever, but they'll do something. Moreno, Jimmy Chara's pretty good. Evander's the guy. Evander's the 10 that they went out and got. So we'll see.
Yep. So I'm thinking
And
at 7. I think
Williamson is
there's a
the
little
truth.
risk there, though. There's risk
Eric
there.
Williamson is the truth.
Sure, but
They
is
have
he going to be
issues at
healthy?
center back. I think they don't have any center backs, and they traded Tuiloma, which I don't get if they have no center backs. They traded him to Charlotte, and who unfortunately needed to fill a center back hole, which
walks.
just
Yeah.
All right.
All right. You guys didn't say you're 7.
I will take Salt Lake.
Salt Lake.
Salt Lake at 7 for you. I got Sporting at 7.
Okay.
It's a bounce back, but it's not a massive bounce back. They were just
I'll be honest with you. I have them higher than that.
They were so
for some
hammered by
reason, I don't know
injuries.
why.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Nicky.
Number 6,
Yeah.
I will take Seattle.
Okay.
Man, don't believe
mean-
them, huh? I think their offseason to get healthy has been a really big deal. They had some big pieces missing down the stretch last year. I think Seattle is.
I think
they
you
don't
make
have they don't have international distractions after the Club World Cup's over. They don't have any distractions. So, not yet for me. I'm going to take Minnesota in this spot. I think Minnesota can
Okay.
potentially. I'm assuming Reynoso plays. We'll see. We'll see
He
if that
doesn't
happens.
seem to want to right now.
Yeah, but if you watched NFL, they all end up there by game. They get the first week, right?
Yeah, I'll admit that
got a couple days.
This is where I throw a dart. If we're at 6 right now, I throw a dart on Portland. Portland and KC could be flip flop for me, but I'll go Portland here. Again, I know that there's some roster issues in Portland, but I believe in Gio. I think Savarese a really good coach.
Okay.
I mean, last year notwithstanding, obviously.
Number 5 for me, I took KC here. I think Vermees getting that job, getting that
Injury's the
contract.
thing for them.
I think they finally, hopefully, will have a team that's injury free to start the season. We'll see what they can do with it. I always have thought that Kansas City, over and over, 2 years in a row, I think I picked Polito to be Golden Boot. And it looks like he can do it, and then he just didn't get any time with them.
Can I
for
interrupt
last
the
2
proceedings
seasons.
for just a second?
Yeah.
Can I just interrupt the proceedings for a second? Can I just interrupt the proceedings for a second? Because I don't know where that came from, but that's amazing.
It came
I
from
can't
Twitch.
not-
Okay.
I can't let it does come from Twitch.
All right, this is from About That Quan for the listeners, and it says, I've been listening for 5 years, and I'm just now realizing how handsome Nicholas is. How is this never a topic on the show?
Nick,
Thank you,
Nick, who
Quan.
are you? Who's on your payroll that's jumping on the Twitch?
You should have seen him in the Peloton years
Oh, yeah. Those are long gone.
when my man was on the cycle.
Have we been on for 5 years this time around? I don't think we have. But,
No.
but yeah. Anyway, okay. I'm sorry I interrupted.
Closer
the
to
proceedings.
5 than you think.
Nick, I want to give Nick some shine. He is a handsome individual. All right, where were we? Where were we?
I got to get this more blue steel in the camera here so that I can compete.
Pick 5. I'll
Yeah.
take
Number 5.
the Galaxy.
You got Dallas at 5?
That's fair.
All right. I got FC Dallas at 5. I believe in them enough. I mean, again, 3rd to 5th, so there's a drop from last year. Again, we talked about losing
I think they
Matt Hedges. I
overachieved
know it's
last
an
year,
issue.
man. I think they overachieved. I think a couple other teams underachieved, and that allowed them to get into that spot. We're at 4, right? You got your 5th.
One thing
Jason?
we're
Yeah.
not factoring in here,
Yeah.
there's going to be a team in this division that these teams should beat, right?
Just
They should be
crush.
picking up, right? So
I'm guessing it's San Jose.
No, he's talking about
Two
St.
teams.
Louis. You
Oh.
dummy.
three
Yeah, you
teams
wanna
if
take
you
a
count
shot
Houston.
at San Jose, you can do that.
Hey, I
but
picked them to
also-
make this. I picked them to make the playoffs last year. I'm like, one weird team is
Hold on,
going to
hold on,
make it.
Hold on.
And they did me dirty.
Jared, when you got yourself prepared, did you remember that there's a new team in the Western Conference?
I had the list in front of me. Yes, I did.
Okay. Okay.
I still think San Jose might be worse.
Hey, I mean, look, Charlotte came in last year.
I think Kate Cowell has a breakout year, but I don't know if he can carry that whole team on his back, man.
look at that team that St. Louis put together. I don't know.
Can
All right,
Lucci do it?
number 4 for me. This is where I'm taking my team, LA Galaxy, at the 4. For some reason, they waited to make all their acquisitions till 5 days before the season starts. They've added some players finally, 2 wingers.
So look, I got him at 4 too. Okay, I think the Puj factor, and if Chicho Rito is healthy, I don't know what that is, and I know you have Jovic too. There is that issue that they can't go and sign anybody from outside the league in the summer.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a huge thing, but if they have an injury or two and it's like, oh, we need some help, they really going to be able to find a replacement.
They're looking in the season. But
With
Vanny's
him out-
calling Frazier again. Hey, I need
And guess
another
what?
favor.
But everybody is going to hold them hostage for the
Sure,
money.
as they
Like,
should.
I mean, absolutely. You need
As they
my
should.
guy? That's going to cost you double, my friend.
This is what
That's
you
how
get
that-
for having Chris Klein be your president. How do you get the job?
hold on.
How do you
Doesn't
get
this-
fined
doesn't this-
and all this stuff, all these
No.
penalties, and he still gets the job?
Don't you put some of this on Teclosa, though? He was the one that was there when this all happened.
Yeah, who let him do it?
Okay. All right.
What did you make
I'm
of
sorry,
Vanny
someone has to be held
stepping
accountable.
up and defending Klein? Did you
What do
read that?
When's the last time you threw your boss under the bus?
That's true. Good point.
But here's the thing: I think Galaxy will be as good as Ricky Puig can pull them. And I think that I still will take the Galaxy midfield three of Delgado, Brugman, and Puig over any other midfield three.
Do you have any issue? Do you have any concern about Puig holding up? Because he even had a comment about how much more he has to run, and how physical the league is compared to La Liga.
The dude's 20. No, I'm not too concerned. I don't think. Here's the thing: if he can
just wonder if
recreate
he's gonna
what
be
he
the-
did the last months of last season,
I know, but I'm saying that's a short burst. I'm just wondering if he's not the Brendan Aronson of Major League Soccer, where he's got talent, he can do stuff, but for whatever reason, the physicality gets to him and he just gets knocked off his game, and he goes 2 months. Well, hopefully one of those months is League Cup, and you don't care, but
so
he goes
what's
2
your
months.
concern? That he can't produce, or he physically can't hold up?
Physically,
because
can't
he
hold
showed
up.
he can produce.
Physically can't hold up. That
I don't know. I don't
his
think
productivity
that,
drops off because he's gassed, basically, because of all these games we're talking about, and the heat and the intensity of it, and travel.
Yeah,
and
I
everything
think the Galaxy need to figure out that's going to be Delgado and Brugman's role to do a little bit more of that. I don't think he should have, and I think that's one of the adjustments that worked for the Galaxy last season. They had better results with Puig as they moved him further up the field. Earlier, when the first couple of games he was with him, he kept falling back to receive the ball off the back four. And that was not getting him into spaces that he needed to be to create. Now that they've moved him further up the field, I hope we'll see less of that this year. But anyway, Galaxy at my 4, and you said that's at your 4 as well?
I've got the Galaxy at 4.
Nick, who do you got
I
at
took
4?
Dallas at 4.
Okay.
Dallas.
Number 3 for me, I'm taking Austin here. I think they still have enough pieces to produce. It could be that last year could have been an aberration. I mean, it's not often you see a team come into the league and do that well that quickly, new with a young coach. We'll see if they can repeat the hype. But for right now, as I'm looking up and down the rosters, I don't see any reason why you don't keep him somewhere up there.
I got him at 3 as well. That's where Austin lands for
We're
me.
chalking. I think we're going to chalk the rest of the way, Jason, based on who
I
we
think
both have
I think
picked.
you and I are in line on the last 2 here.
Nick, who you got at 3? Do you want to move the
I'm gonna
Galaxy
shock
there?
you.
You're shocking us.
I've already picked the Galaxy.
He did. He picked the
Asked if you want to move him.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Portland.
Wow, that is buying very high on the Portland Timbers. Let me tell you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One Portland.
Yeah.
Did they get a new
Evander-
owner this season at some point?
Evander better come out and put in a Hani Mukhtar level performance for them to finish that high.
I just think missing the playoffs last year, everything going on. I think Gio.
Wait.
I think there was also rumors about him going to another job. That
Jason,
kinda calmed down.
You know a lot more players in this league than I do.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me that somewhere in this league there's a player named Tyson. So we can have a Vander and Tyson.
I mean, there was a player named Tyson Wall, but I don't think we've had a Tyson for a while.
man, can you imagine the bill? Like you do it like a fighting bill, like two heavyweights matched
Man,
up
do you
against each
remember
other.
Tyson Wall?
I guess so. Yeah, kind
You
of.
don't remember Tyson Wall? You can't remember the teams he played for? Okay. All right.
He played for the
That's Wall.
Galaxy, I think.
He was a wizard. He was a sounder. He was a Montreal Impact player, he was a rapid or a rapids. Which one is that? How do we say that?
He was a rapid.
He was
say
one
rapid.
rapid. You can't have a single rapid. That's not a thing.
I don't know.
Rapids come in collections. They're rapids. Like oh, I'm gonna go to those rapids. You can't say I'm gonna go.
That's
to
a
that
gnarly
rapid.
rapid.
Is it how it works? Oh, come on. And Columbus, he played for Columbus for a couple years. Anyway, all right. No, as far as I know, no Tysons.
Oh, I was thinking Tyrone Marshall when I said Galaxy. Sorry, the tie part. Sorry.
Yeah. All right.
FCC
and,
coach.
Yes, assistant. He was
FCC
interim.
too.
He was interim for a little while, right?
Hell
He
of
was
a
the
good,
interim
dirty
coach
player.
after Yop Stam, and now
Hell
he's
of
the
a
FCC
good,
head
dirty
coach.
player in Tyrone Marshall. Loved
All right,
having him on my team.
Number two.
Chalk. This
dose.
is Seattle for me.
Seattle,
This is Seattle.
Seattle.
I think
Seattle.
this is the bounce back. You can't.
Seattle.
You have to if assume that Schmetzer's going to figure this out. They have a bunch of their midfield pieces back. People are going to be healthy. No distractions. I think this is they could be number 1.
I got them too. I think it's a pretty safe bet that they're going to be top 3 or top 4. But I got them at number 2.
Nicky
And
Soup
guess
and
who I
Sausage?
have?
Who do you have at number 2?
Who haven't you taken?
Got to be Austin.
Austin at
okay.
2.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Listen,
And I
they've
think
done
we
it
all know where
before.
we're going with 1.
Yeah, there's no reason to bet against LAFC right now.
Look,
The Chicho Rungo thing's real. The Aaron Long thing is kind of suspect. You know,
said something earlier, about look, they lose Orongo, whatever. There's still a possibility of some other
and
pieces.
everyone seems to
leaving,
think
but-
Bouanga's just going to go
summer.
ham on this league.
Yeah, Bouanga is definitely the it boy when it comes to like dark horse MVP picks right now, right?
I've
Bouanga.
seen a lot of people take him for MVPs and golden boots right now. And
Yeah,
I'm like, really?
yeah.
Just like right out the box, huh?
right out of the gate, like bang, bang, bang. Yeah, sure. But then again, I don't know. He's already done something. This is the same thing you're talking about with Ricky Puig, right? We know he can produce. He produced last year. Bouanga. Once he got rolling,
Yeah.
that's part of why LAFC won that title.